I would just say this. Before, what you experience after death as a believer when you are with the Lord is just as real as what you will experience after we have the new heaven and earth, a globalized Eden, because that's where God's presence will be as well. One is not more real than the other. Again, we sort of think of this pre-state as something, again, lesser than the ultimate kingdom. And that's natural for us to do because we can't really understand what life is like disembodied, whereas we can when we talk about the global Eden, the new heaven and the new earth. To me, they're six of one and a half a dozen of another because they're both as real. They are both where God is. Yes, there's a difference, again, because we are re-embodied in glorified bodies for that existence. And even if you look at the afterlife descriptions in the New Testament prior to, of course, the ultimate consummation of the kingdom in the new heaven and new earth, there's still embodiment language used. When Peter, James, and John see Moses and Elijah, well, they got to be looking at something. They're not looking at air. So there's still this sense that even though we have this other realm, this afterlife realm where Moses and Elijah are, God makes them discernible in that scene. When people have visions, prophets have visions of, again, the spiritual realm. They're still looking at embodied people like angels or believers or whatever. Again, that is a concession, I think, both to the reader, and the writer, but I think also it's a concession that God makes for people to help people process the fact that when you die, even though you're disembodied, you're still you. And you will be able to recognize other people and believers. You'll be able to recognize the Lord. You'll be able to recognize Moses and Elijah. Again, we're not told exactly how that works, but all of these states of being, again, what I think people need to take away is they are all just as real collectively and individually. There's not one that's better than the other. That kind of thing. Like, I'm in the holding tank here and I got to wait for what's really good. You're not going to be thinking that in the presence of God.
So it's